The 50th book that I finished in 2024 is Orion Kelly's Autism Feels, an Earthling's Guide. Orion Kelly is a prominent autistic YouTuber, and he also has a podcast that he does, I think, once a month. He is excellent. He is funny. He is from Australia, and while I don't think his accent or anything like that is funny, it's certainly endearing. And the way he says mate is enduring. And the way when he goes grocery shopping, he always says, instead of saying he goes to the store, he goes to the shops, which I think is, again, endearing. And I think something that we should adopt in America, because it's way more accurate than what we say. Store is so general. But anyway, I'm getting away from the book. The book is excellent. He is autistic. His wife is not. They have one son who is autistic and one son who is not. So there's a lot of elements about family life and about how a neurotypical person can get on with a neurodivergent person. But it was really the ending of the book, and by ending I mean really like the last 100 pages or so, maybe like the last third, that I found the most interesting, because it was about autism accommodations that can be made in the world, but it's specifically even in the workplace, and things that can be done to help autistic people develop their skills, which are usually skills that neurotypical people don't have. And so Kelly's argument is, and I think he's definitely right about this, that hiring neurodivergent people will enrich your business, that you might have to make accommodations for them, but the payback for those accommodations will be more diverse critical thinking, more diverse problem solving. Really, really interesting. It's the first, I've read about 10 books about autism in the last couple of years, and this is the first book that gives concrete adaptations that can be made, accommodations that can be made for people who are on the spectrum. And I really, really appreciated that. It's hard for someone who's never experienced that life to imagine the kinds of accommodations that autistic people need, but also the kinds of accommodations that can actually realistically be implemented. And this book gives those concrete recommendations. So really like it. He's humorous in real life. He's humorous in this book as well. He is not a doctor. He does not claim to be a doctor. It's almost an autobiography. His diagnosis was very late in life, and actually only happened after his son was diagnosed. Once he recognized autism in his son, he began to recognize a lot of the same traits in himself, and so he got an autism diagnosis as an adult. Very, very good book. Very, very worth the read. I would put it up there with Paige Layell and with Eric Garcia's books about autism as well. Really good. If you're not checking out his YouTube videos, they're very well worth it. And he's just, I think, a genuinely authentic and good guy. And this is a genuinely authentic and good book.